So check this out. Today, I just want to see where we stand with this Diddy trial. I'm going to tap into that. We're going to see where we're at. And please make sure you like, share, subscribe. Drop a comment. Tell me your thoughts. Let's get into it.
I got something. Because this seems to be like the last year and a half, there's been all this talk about these Hollywood parties.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk.
Amber, what's really going on?
I don't know.
You ain't never been invited to these Hollywood parties?
I've been to probably everyone. I've been to every Puff party. I've been to every white party since 2009. I've been to every party, and
You just go in the right room, not the wrong room.
It's Shannon funny how he trying to find this info out. you ain't never been invited to one of those parties? Man, he funny.
I don't think there's rooms, Chad. I'm going to be honest. Now, look, I'm going to be very, very transparent on the show. If these freak-offs are happening, it's on a completely different day than the actual Puff parties.
Okay.
It's not that day because every time I was there, Puff was there the whole time. You know, he got the Ciroc. He's on the DJ booth. He's the host of the party.
Mm-hmm.
I will.
But they say this goes down after, not during the party. So it's like after people start to leave, certain people say, so I heard, so I hear. You know, that's what people say.
That. Now, I've had this conversation with Ray J. Ray J's one of my best friends.
Mm-hmm.
I said, Ray, did they ever invite you to a freak off? Because they never invited me.
Mm-hmm.
And I done been at these parties. I just feel like, why ain't get the invite?
Because they know you don't get down like that.
Maybe they know I don't get down like that. Okay, cool. But you would think maybe an assistant would come up and be like, hey, you like girls? Or like, you know, you into... Never. No one ever asked me that. They never asked Ray J either.
I think they friends. I know Ray J and Diddy, they close friends. I think Amber and Diddy friends too. So like, would you not kind of say this for your friend? I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
And me and Ray J was talking about it. We were like, I done been to the party, the after party, the after party. I never seen none of that stuff. Right. But that's not to say that it does not happen or invalidate people that, but I do think it's a different day that I'm just not invited to. I don't know.
You think it's a plot because we saw it happen with Russell Simmons, now we see it happen with P. Diddy. You think it is a plot or a ploy to take down prominent, high-powered black men?
I don't know. It really depends on the evidence, right? Because they did say that there were drugs in the baby oil. I don't know. That's allegedly.
Is that true? You think that Puff had 1,000 bottles of baby oil?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know because the internet is fake.
Like, why would you need 1,000 bottles of baby oil? I know this is not new info. But still, like, 1 or 2 bottles don't do it. I mean, hell, 1 bottle lasts you damn near a year and some change. 1,000? Jeez.
I said earlier. You just don't know.
Right.
But if that is in fact true, then that is a problem. One thing I do know about Puff is that he's an abuser. You know, he abused Cassie. We all saw the video.
Right.
It is not okay. And but as far as the freak-offs, I don't know about that.
Did you have, when I say relationship, I don't mean intimate relationship, but did you have a relationship with Puff Daddy where you cool? Did you talk? Did you know him? Things like that?
I would say that we didn't talk on the phone and we didn't hang out, but I was always invited to the party.
Okay.
And that's the extent of our friendship.
Okay. Now, is it true that you were at the Halloween party?
We didn't talk and we didn't hang out. That was the extent of our friendship. I just got invited to parties. So wild ass friendship.
That Puff's sons and Ray J got into it?
I was, yes. I was right there.
What happened?
They just pressed Ray J and they were just like, stop talking about dad. And then Ray J said what he said, like something like, I know your dad better than you know your dad or something like that. And then it just got ugly for a second. Yeah, because I'm cool with Christian and Justin and Quincy, but then I also love Ray J, and
Right.
he's like my brother, and I'm just like, guys, please, just stop. It's not worth it. Y'all don't want to do this.
Right.
Like, so it, and I told Ray J, I said, look, that's their dad. What do you expect them to do?
Right.
Like, of course they're gonna stand up for their dad. You know what I mean? Like,
And
it's
rightfully
just-
so.
Right.
But it's reported that Breezy, Chris Brown, was the peacemaker. Is that true?
I think I was the peacemaker.
That was you.
I think, well, from what I remember, I was going to both sides and like, y'all don't need to do this. But maybe Chris came down at some point.
Right.
It was in the garage. I'm not sure.
What have you learned about fame?
Oh,
Because you've had more than 15 minutes. You've had 2 decades of it.
yeah, it's going on 16 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So,
What have I learned about fame?
okay.
That
That was that. What she had to say so far about Diddy.
half of these motherfuckers don't know what they're doing. All the publicists, all the fake ass managers, all the business managers, and
Let's see what's,
Before we
let's see what's
begin,
up with this
please be
Diddy real
advised
quick.
that viewer discretion is strongly recommended. None of the content presented here has been exaggerated or taken out of context. These are the exact statements made by the prosecution team, defense team, Jane Doe, on June 6th, 2025. Some words have been censored to comply with YouTube's guidelines.
All right,
What
all
you're
right,
about to
let's-
hear
let's
is a
get
voiced over
past
reading
that.
of
All
Jane
right.
Doe's testimony in the Sean Diddy Combs trial. Source, courtroom reporter at Inner City.
Entertainment for the night. We had that
Okay.
Travel to Las Vegas.
once on.
Listen at your own discretion.
I think it was about
Good
to do that
morning. How
anyways.
many times did you travel to Las Vegas?
Once on Sean's plane, he was hosting an event. Then he wanted entertainment for the night. We had that.
What do you mean?
An entertainer. We had
What did going off the grid mean?
getting free.
Did Sean call you a freak?
Yes, he wanted me to be wild and sexual.
Did you ask Sean if the entertainers could wear condoms?
Yes, that first time with Dawn and another. Sean guilty tripped me out of it. It was not something he wanted to see.
What was his tone?
Condescending.
Did he say why he did not want the entertainer to wear a condom?
He did not want to see a rubber.
Did you raise it ever when sober and
Wow.
not in a hotel room?
Yes,
Was this ever recorded?
yes, one that I am aware of. I am trying to ask the entertainer if he can wear a condom. He's looking for it.
I'd like to call up this exhibit with an aid. Did you listen to this?
Yes,
And did you read the transcript that's up on the screen?
yes.
Let's start at 8 minutes and 20 seconds. When you said, I think they're in the chair, what were you referring to?
Condoms.
What did you understand Sean to mean when he said, you were just taking that dick?
That we already had intercourse.
And when he said, if you don't touch yourself right now, what was he saying?
To just move on.
Why did you think you needed permission from Sean for the man having sex with your body to wear a condom?
At this moment, the defense objected, but it was overruled, and then they had a sidebar, then continued.
Why did you not say no?
He'd get agitated.
How would intercourse with an entertainer end?
He'd finish on me.
Then what with Sean?
We'd have sex.
Would you
Yo, Diddy is freaking a loose cannon. He wanted homie to do his thing, and then he would want to go after Buddy.
up the toilet?
No.
Why not?
Sean liked it. To play around with it.
Then what?
I'd take a shower and get ready for the next one.
Typically, how many rounds?
At this moment, the defense objected, but it was overruled.
Every entertainer was different. Some 3.
Who decided if you could stop when you were tired?
Sean.
Do you need a moment?
I'm sorry. What was your question?
How did you say you wanted to stop?
I'd say like, I'm hungry. Make little faces. I'd send him subtle cues.
What would he say?
He'd say, you're not getting tired on me, are you? Let's go out on a high note. Let's finish strong.
What would Sean give you to keep you awake and having sex with the entertainers?
Ecstasy.
Did you ever cry after one of these hotel nights?
Twice.
Tell us about the first.
I thought it was a date night, one-on-one, but he said there would be an entertainer, but just a quick one. I hung on to that, but 18 hours. And after 18 hours and 3 rounds with the entertainer, Sean said he had to leave. I started crying.
Were you with someone else?
I was with Sean. It was in the Waldorf in Beverly Hills, early in our relationship.
What did Sean say?
He said, "Are you crying?" Like looking disgusted. Then he just sat there listening to music.
I can see his face now. Are you crying? I can see him. I can see it.
I was clinging to him. He said he could move things around with him, family, and I could go home with him. I just wanted to be in his arms. after all that.
And the second time?
I was in the shower after one of these nights.
Is your memory spotty? What do you remember?
I was so high. I was having sex with Paul. Then I was in the shower with Sean. He said, "Stop it. I'm too high. Stop."
Paul?
One of the entertainers.
Were these hotel nights work for you?
At this moment, the defense
This is loose.
objected, but it was overruled.
It was work from start to finish.
What did you do to try to get them to end sooner?
I'd try to have sex with the entertainers fast.
What did you do to try to speed things up?
I'd do foreplay and bring them into the room. Sean would say, "Slow it down. More foreplay."
What words would he use?
At this moment, the defense objected, and it was sustained.
May of 2021 to October of 2023. What would Sean say?
He'd say, "I'm not ready to see that yet."
How would you feel?
At this moment, the defense asked for a sidebar. Then they continued.
How did you feel?
I'd want to be with Sean at the end.
Where would you go?
To his residence,
Was there any part of these hotel nights you enjoyed?
being with Sean.
Would he text you?
To say I love you.
Did you text that you wanted to have sex?
Yes, with him.
Did you text him you wanted to have sex with others?
Yes, it was his fantasy.
Did you tell you want to text?
Yes,
Did he tell you what to text?
yes. He'd ask, "What do you want?" Be explicit.
Why did you write these things?
I wanted to make my lover happy.
Look at this one from November 9th, 2021. What did you write?
I wrote, "I'm
I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at this per se. I'm just, in my head, I just had to laugh because I'm like, there's people out here that are really off the noodle. Like, this shit sounds crazy.
horny for you."
You don't have to read this, but did you write, "I want to suck Paul's dick"? Why did you write that?
This is a damn near an adult novel here.
It would turn Sean on.
Who is Paul?
An entertainer.
You texted him you wanted to stop having hotel nights?
Yes.
What did you write here?
I'm so much more than being left in the dark of a hotel room. My heart is breaking. I don't want to play this role in your life anymore. I feel it's the only reason you pay for the house. We need to talk like adults.
How long had Sean been paying your rent?
5 months or so.
Did you see drugs in the hotel rooms?
At this moment, the defense objected, but it was overruled.
Ecstasy, Molly, cocaine, pink powder, which I believe is called Tusi.
Who gave them to you?
Sean.
Did you ever see any of the entertainers taking drugs?
No, that was my one rule. I told them they couldn't take drugs. I didn't want them to be out of control while they were with me.
How did ecstasy make you feel?
Full energy.
Why did you feel you had to take these drugs?
Otherwise, it would be too real. I wanted to, I don't know, feel like it would make things easier.
Did you ever do hotel nights without drugs?
Twice, once with Paul.
Why didn't you take drugs that time?
I didn't want to do that to my body, but it felt too real. So I asked Sean for a pill.
Did Sean give it to you?
Yes, I felt better.
The second time?
My partner was taking too many pills. He said, "I'll do 30 days without drugs, but let's have one last sobriety party at the L'Hermitage."
How long did it last?
Too long? 18 hours?
What happened?
The first guy.
18 hours. I mean, there ain't no way somebody damn near having sex almost 24 hours. There's just no way. Ain't no way.
Second guy. I
What?
was not feeling well. I threw up. I told Sean I'd just thrown up.
What did you say?
He said, "That's good. Now you'll be ready for the third guy. He's here."
How did you feel?
I was
This
just
man,
disgusted. I was just repulsed. I was just too mad at myself. I was mad I had let myself get into this.
At this moment, they took a break, then continued.
Did Sean ever run out of drugs during a hotel night?
Yes,
What happened?
he would call one of the assistants or butlers to bring more drugs. Sometimes his security.
What assistants?
Brendan, Frank, John.
Let me show you a photo of Brendan.
That's him. He would bring pills.
Jeez. She telling on everybody now, though. Slow it down, Jane. Damn. He flashed a photo. Yep, that's him. Jeez, I thought this was about Diddy. You about to send Brandon, Frank, and John to prison.
bottles. Then there would be weed.
Who from security did he call for drugs?
Fahim. Sean called him Fa.
Who else brought drugs?
Guido. He brought mostly ecstasy, Molly, and Xanax. And Coke.
Did you take Xanax?
Yes, after I put Sean to sleep.
Did you ever carry drugs For Sean?
No.
Yes, from LA to Miami. KK told me, I'll have security come out and give you the package. I asked, is it safe and okay?
What did KK tell you?
She said, it's fine, I do it all the time.
Where did you give Sean the package?
In the bathroom of 2-Star. He opened it and then I saw colorful pills. I assumed,
I don't want you to assume. Did you take the pills?
yes, for a hotel night. It was ecstasy.
Did you move drugs for Sean another time?
Yes, in my luggage from LA to Miami. There, Sean and I used them. They were ecstasy.
Before May and October 2021, who reached out to the entertainers?
Sean.
Then who?
Me.
Why did you start choosing?
I didn't want it to just be a stranger. I assessed the dynamic of our relationship. We were walking porn, and I saw a performer and said, that one?
Why did you want to choose?
I couldn't get away from this.
Who did you choose?
Sly Williams. I called him Chef. He had a passion for cooking.
What were you and Sean doing?
Having sex on ecstasy. We started talking about Sly's size. Sean was acting all flirtatious about it. I sent Sly a message over Instagram.
Did he respond?
Yes, I told him I was a fan of his work. Maybe we should meet up one day. We did a FaceTime.
Wow. Right. Nah. I'm good on it. Yeah. It's loose out here. It's loose. Who's this guy? I don't think they're gonna have him on. Yeah, they ain't gonna have him on YouTube. Yeah, they're not gonna have it out here. Anyhow, man. Tell me what y'all think about all this Diddy-ness. Tell me what y'all think, man. This is crazy out here.
Sean Combs, or
I'm not
Sean
gonna
Combs,
watch
or when
no
she
more.
felt disgusted.
I'm not gonna watch no more tonight. I was just skimming through, you know. But I appreciate y'all stopping by. There's gonna be more. I just didn't feel like listening to any more of that tonight. Man, shit is crazy. My man is loose. Jeez. And they trying to send that man away for life. Them freak offs in prison gonna be different. Okay, that wasn't funny. And anyhow, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I post another video. Till next time, I'm out of here, man.